I said, hey everybody, it's the dUgCaSt. Yeah!
Hey everybody, it's me, your friendly neighborhood Doug. It's nice to see that my beautiful green screen is all screwed up again. Looks different every time I get on here. It's annoying. So annoying. I put my hands up, it goes away. About sick of this crap. About sick of it. Get tired of having to adjust it every time I get on the computer. There we go. Well, I hope y'all's doing good. I'm doing alright. We got a few people in the chat. We got Hero Ship Paradox, Model 316, Ashen Jackal, Mallet, Eric Hawkins, and Gotham Knight. I hope y'all's having a good day. It's okay out. It's kind of crappy. Yesterday was my birthday, and actually what I need to do Hero Ship Paradox is take that and straighten it out a little bit better. But I need some lights in here. The lights that usually come on overhead, after the huge storm the other day, they've quit working. Me and my dad's went through here trying to figure out what it is. We thought maybe one of the plugins burned up. Replace that. Replace switches. Don't know what's going on. So, can't get that fixed. Just a bunch of crap. We got El Rodimus Flash in the chat. Airship Paradox says happy birthday, Mr. Doug. No, I'm not quarantined. I don't think anybody here even has coronavirus, and even still, I don't really believe it's that bad. Whatever. Gotham Knight apparently though has coronavirus. He says he's been battling some kind of bug the past couple of days. So you need to quarantine yourself. I hope you bought all the toilet paper in the world, because you're gonna need toilet paper. We got Bean in the chat. What's up, Bean? If you didn't know, yesterday was it's cake day for me. It's my cake day. And today is...
Oh yeah! It's Macho Monday! Can you dig it?
Today's Macho Monday. So we've got a little clip there of the Macho Man. We'll watch here in a little bit. But let's look at a couple things. Use the tortillas. Oh, that's nasty. No, thanks, Gotham Knight. That's TMI, too much information. Yeah, some people bought so much toilet paper they had to buy a second butt to use it. That's right. So, I'm still working on Legends Lone Wolf. Seems like every time that I think I make a step forward, we go about 3 or 4 steps backwards. Apparently now I'm going to have to format almost every page. I think one story is going to be untouched. Maybe 2. But, so I've got 110 pages I'm going to have to format, because they're not formatted correctly. And so that's no fun. It's such a pain in the butt. And one of the stories we're going to have to read later, it's just, you guys don't know how much a pain in the butt this book is. So hopefully when it gets done, y'all will enjoy it. And I'm never doing anything like this again. Because it's awful. It's awful. You know, if somebody wants to do like Legends of the Lone Wolf, if they want to write a script and do like a short little ash can thing, we might do that and sell that with some books and give them a cut or whatever. But like as far as doing this whole book and having to go through and format it after being held up for months and months by one artist, now I've got to go through and format most of the book. So that's just the way it goes, just the way she goes. But when we get ready to print, I'm gonna do one big long stream. We're gonna try to sell the crap out of it, but I want everything looking good before we get to that point. And I'm complaining about it, but all the art, everything looks good. It just got to be formatted differently than a saddle stitch page, because where it's perfect bound, it'll cut more of it off. So it's not really anybody's fault. That's just the way it is. So it's gonna be good though once I get it done. And then of course we got the Napalm Brothers. Picked up another backer since the other day, which is cool. Got 113 backers, 306% of $500. You don't get no cereal box. This doesn't come in a cereal box or anything. It just come in a Gemini mailer in nice condition. You'll get it, a 24-page book and a 15-page ash can. Well worth the $10 that we're asking. And just to be nice, let's go. They've only got a couple days left, and they're not hardly even halfway. But everybody should go back Jack Irons. Honestly, I see nobody talking about this book other than Jack Irons. I don't know what the deal is, but honestly, this is just me. I would have started promoting this months and months ago, and had everybody ready for it instead of just kind of dropping it and expecting it to fund. Who knows? Maybe he was, but I never saw, and I still barely see anybody talk about it, which is insane because it's like one of the best looking comics out there. This is like better looking than anything you can get at the comic shops. I think it's just too much competition right now, and like I said, I would have been promoting it months ago. But go and support this. I think they still got a chance to fund if everybody will go and model. I don't see the dude on anybody's shows or anything. I'm not just saying that to be mean, but I mean, he's got like 1 million Twitter followers and stuff, and I see some Twitter posts, but I don't see anybody else promoting it. That's what I'm saying. Like something's just not adding up here. I don't know what it is, because it's like the best looking book out there, but so then we got Nasser's book, Secret Comics Presents. He's going to be on with Skinny here in a little bit, and go check his book out. Nasser's going to pop in tomorrow, and we're going to talk about his book, and get it funded tomorrow, because I have such a big pool. I'll say, hey, everybody go fund this, and we'll do it. And that's me being sarcastic, but yeah, we're going to have him on tomorrow. We're going to talk about his comic. But he's going to be on with Skinny here in a little bit. So go check that out on the Needle Movers. And that's all the comic books. So yeah, there's those comic books. Go buy those. There's a lot more. If you want to see lots of comic books, go watch Edwin Boyette's channel. He does that. I just touch on a few here that of people that I like. And that's just it. Jalapeno Milk says some people don't like to go on shows. That's too bad. I mean, I hate to go on shows. You guys probably think that I like to do that because I have my own, but I'd rather be on just by myself. I hate going to other people's shows, but sometimes you gotta do stuff you hate to get your book out, which is really stupid. People trying to call my phone. I'm busy. People, leave me alone. Stop calling me. Tonic Mole's Kickstarter starts tomorrow. So, hey, look, we got Zippy the Unicorn in the chat. What's up, buddy? I had a great birthday yesterday. I just kind of hung out with my dog and took it easy and took the night off work. So, I appreciate that. I miss streaming with you and Doug at night. Hopefully Doug will get all healed up and stop looking like the Mummy, and we can get back to having some cool shows. So hope you're doing good there, Zippy. Eric Hawkins says, I think I'll offer my next book and use generic cereal boxes. That's kind of what I was thinking. You know, it couldn't hurt nothing. Definitely couldn't hurt nothing. Ashton Jackal says, Doug, I started promoting indie comics. I saw that you were talking about that. I didn't get to check out your newest show. I think I was asleep. Very few mainstream comics I have to talk about. You want me to promote Lone Wolf on my live stream next Wednesday? Yeah, man, if you want to. I mean, because like I said, once we get that stupid book formatted, and I get everything looking okay, we'll be ready to print, and I'm going to take the campaign down. So it'd be nice to do one little push here at the end before we go to print. But everybody, if you don't follow Zippy right there in the chat, if you don't follow him on Twitter, go and look for Zippy the Unicorn, and check out the show that he's been doing with Doug, where they do the puppets. It's pretty funny. They're good guys, and they're funny, that's important. It's nice to have a good laugh and everything. We got Vicky in the chat. What's up, Vicky? I don't really feel like being super goofy today. I'm just I just don't like birthdays anymore. Remember when you was a kid, you was like, it's my birthday! Now it's like, man, another year older. Everything's terrible. The coronavirus, which luckily I'm not monetized, so they can't take away my money for that. It's just I don't know. I always get kind of bummed out this time of year around my birthday, just because I feel the grasp of mortality. So we got Vicky in the chat. What's up, Vicky? We got people in the chat being goofy. I was thinking about talking to Sixth and on the next, because we were talking about running Napalm Brothers on Kickstarter, and I was thinking we could do, instead of a box, we could go get a 50 cal ammo can, and we could put your comic in it, and stickers, and just fill a box full of junk, and charge like $600 for it. The only thing I did yesterday, Zippy, is I can't really remember. I played some Xbox and watched some TV. Sundays is kind of busy around here. Everybody kind of goes to do their own thing. So I didn't do anything. Today, though, this evening when everybody gets home from work and all that, I'm gonna go hang out with my family. We got Shabby in the chat. What's up, Shabby? Thanks for dropping by, buddy. So, I got something in the mail the other day. And I was watching Comic Book Hut interview Doug TenNapel. And they got to talking about one of his next books he was going to release was going to be Earthboy Jacobus. And they were going to color it and everything. And Doug was showing off the art, man, and it was absolutely beautiful. I absolutely loved it. And I got on eBay, and I picked this up for $3.47. Plus, I think I paid like $4 shipping, so less than $10. This thing's like 350 something pages, I think. And it's all black and white. But man, like, it's fantastic looking. So I was really, really tickled to get that in the mail. And really look forward to reading it. I haven't even started it yet. But, really look forward to that. And then today, I'm not 100% sure what this is. But I got a package in the mail today. I'm not going to show this other side because it's got my address on here. It says media mail subject to inspection. So we're going to get my knife opener. Guys, I'm old and crazy now. And we're going to get my package opener, my letter opener here. Hero Ship Paradoxes, I finally read cardboard. I still haven't read cardboard. I'm going to pick it up. I've got Ghostopolis as well. I just paid a couple dollars for. CP says, Doug, how old are you now? Like 50? 55? I'm 36. Which I know in the grand scheme of things, some people say it's not too old, but I just can't imagine. Oh, well, Eric Hawkins there. Now I have a clue of what I think it is. Model 316 says maybe it's Red Rooster. Well, it's hard for it to be Red Rooster when I got my refund on that. I did back the other Red Rooster, though. But now I kind of have a clue what this is because of Eric there in the chat. Yep, that's what I kind of forgot. Dadgum, Eric. How much stuff did you send, dude? Crazy. Oh man, you guys, this right here is absolutely sick. This is so cool. This is so cool. So, I got some cool stuff here. I've got some stickers. I got a pen and a bookmark. And then here we've got the Zombie World of Oz. And it's signed. But look at that. That's a wicked cover. And then studio edition with 4 extra pages. That is wicked. Signed as well. Man, Eric, you didn't have to send all this stuff, dude. I mean, this is really cool, man. And then here's Fall Advocator Presents Anthology. 4-page preview of the Zone for World of Oz 2. And it's got the woodsman there holding the flag, which is fantastic. And then here's another Zombie for World of Oz. And Eric was nice enough to send me all these and sign them all. And I mean, I don't know what to say, man. That's just really, really cool. This is probably my favorite, though. The one that's just the artwork, the Virgin cover there, that's signed. I love that. I love that art. So cool. Eric says I sign all my books for free. I only sign them if people ask me to, because I just don't like sending. Some people's weird. Don't want to sign stuff. And here's Spring Advocator presents anthology. So Eric Hawkins totally hooked me up with a ton of stuff because he's awesome. And I cannot wait for issue 2 of this. It's going to be fantastic. I'm really, really, really looking forward to that. And when he gets ready to start promoting that, I'm going to have him on one weekend so we can talk about that and ask him all the questions and stuff. So yeah, that's really cool. I'm tickled to death about that. I can't wait. I'm going to... I've already read it, but I'm still going to open one of those up and read the physical copy. It's so cool. So we got 12 people in the chat. Lots of cool people. Lots of really, really cool people. Today's Macho Monday. So I found a little interview here on the internet. Where Macho Man was talking to Arsenio Hall, and he comes out dressed. It's not as over the top, regular Macho Man kind of thing, but it's kind of neat to see him in a completely different environment. So we'll check that out.
Oh yeah, it's Macho Monday. Can you dig it?
Yeah, so let's watch a little bit of this little interview here.
Have a seat, sir.
I'll sit right here.
Okay, that's fine with me.
I'm the tower of power, too sweet to be sour. I'm funky like a monkey. Sky's the limit and space is the place.
Hello.
Check it out. Yeah.
Can we sit now? Okay. Now, wait a minute. You got
Wait a minute.
Wait. A black boot, a white boot. Oh, you got your belt.
I'm not a racist.
No, I can understand that. You know
Live
what?
and let live, Arsenio, man. Don't put me under the gun so quickly. Yeah,
Well,
go ahead.
no. I was just going to give you a compliment. I'm thinking you're probably the best-dressed man in wrestling.
Well, isn't that something? I just think that I'm the conservative type, like a Wall Street, Harvard, Yale, no big thing. But if I go on a wild date, then I'll dress up, you know what I mean? But this is just kind of a relaxed type atmosphere, I figure.
Okay.
Right?
Now, I called
Right,
you...
yeah.
Please agree with him, because I'm close, okay?
He's in the danger zone.
Yes,
yeah.
indeed. Speaking of the danger zone, they told me you wouldn't like this, but...
So you did it anyway.
No, but this is,
Uh-huh.
it's the Ultimate Warrior doll.
Right.
And, is it outselling your doll? Is that
Not
what...
at all.
Oh, okay.
Why do you say that?
No, I just wondered. Somebody, I didn't get the proper information.
Right, you didn't. No.
It's not outselling your doll.
I didn't say that either. I'm just saying that I'm too hot to handle, too cold to hold, and whatever this guy here is, he's going to have to face me at Wembley Stadium in front of 83,000 people, and he's going to get beat, because I'm the champion and he's not. No problem there, yeah.
Can you beat a guy who looks like that?
Yeah, I think I got a size advantage on him right now. He's just a real little guy, you know what I mean?
Ouch!
I apologize.
It's all right. Oh, boy, it's good to have you back.
Thank you.
I called you mean and macho, but TV Guide called you a huge psychotic lizard. What did you think of that?
Those are accusations I haven't totally denied, but it kind of sounds sexual, so I'll roll with it, okay? Yeah.
kind of kid were you?
Ooh. When I was a macho baby, a lot of people think that I just, like took over, and just said, who's in charge? But that wasn't the way it was at all. I was wild and I was shy at the same time. But I worked hard and I played hard, and I just want to tell all the kids out there, all the macho maniacs, to stay in school and say no to drugs, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I
We'll take commercial. We'll be right back with Randy.
Hey, I'm sorry, yeah.
Prince video? Stop that.
Brother, just rolling with the flow. Yeah.
Now, let me ask you a question about jumping around like that. You gotta get hurt a lot.
Huh. High-risk maneuvers, what's what they are, yeah. But you never admit if you get hurt, yeah. Usually I put more injury on myself than the other guy, but that's okay because I'm stronger than my competition, so that's hip.
Yeah. Okay, your middle name is Macho. But I'm wondering if you ever cry. Has a Macho Man ever cried?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Uh-huh. It's okay for macho men to show every emotion available right there, because I've cried 1,000 times, I'm gonna cry some more. But I've soared with the eagles and I've slithered with the snakes and I've been everywhere in between. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. There's one guarantee in life, and that there are no guarantees, yeah. And you gotta understand this. Yeah. Nobody likes a quitter. Nobody said life was easy, so if you get knocked down, take the standing 8 count, get back up, and fight again. And you're a macho maniac. Dig it.
You should have a rap album.
I can handle that.
Now, I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm going to ask it from over here. Okay, there was a...
Brave of you, yeah.
Hey, I'm a smart guy.
I'm going to reach out and touch you.
There was a controversy a while back about steroids, and you just gave some advice to kids to stay away from drugs. Have you ever taken steroids?
Ooh, you hit me with your best shot right there. All the macho maniacs out there, I'll tell you the truth. I've experimented with anabolic steroids before. Yes, I have. And I did it when it was legal. I don't do it anymore. It's been a long time since I did it. But let me tell you something right now. It's like putting poison in your body. Don't do it. Plus, it gave me one hell of a case of PMS. And even the silhouette girl knows that she doesn't want that. You know what I mean?
So they make you real irritable.
That's terrible. Yeah. Right now, I'm cool, calm, and relaxed. Aha!
Okay.
Okay.
Wrestling is spreading all over the world. How is it in the UK? And
Well, that's SummerSlam. That's coming up real soon, and 83,000 tickets were sold out in 8 hours or something like that. So it's raging over there. When I walk down that aisle against the Ultimate Warrior, defending the World Wrestling Federation Championship belt, it's going to be a happening type situation.
I just happen to have 2.
Ooh! This guy came prepared to bury me. That's okay, yeah.
I don't know if you can beat this guy. I don't know if you can beat this guy.
Is that right?
So this is what's going to happen over there, huh?
Right.
You and him.
Me and him, all the way. Only one person can be at the top of the mountain at the particular time that it's happening, and I'm just so sorry to say that he's going to lose and I'm going to win, yeah.
Okay,
I'm leaving Wembley Stadium the champion. I'm going in there the champion. I'm leaving the champion, and I'm going to beat him 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring. And if I didn't do it after it happens, then you could say I'm a liar. If he beats me, I'll shake his hand. But he better not turn his back right after that. I'll nail him.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh, yeah. It's Macho Monday.
Can you dig it?
Oh, there we go. Fixed it. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Wasn't paying any attention. Talking about Macho Man there. Dude totally dominated every conversation he was in. That was the era, though, that I actually watched wrestling when I was a kid. You had Macho Man, Hulk Hogan, like Big Boss Man, Sergeant Slaughter. And I remember like the match where Andre the Giant let Hulk Hogan beat him and all that stuff. So says this is the most sense Doug has ever made. Yeah, when it's muted, that's about right. That's about right. Oh man. I just don't feel like being super goofy today. I don't feel like doing a stream where there's 6,000 Dougs going across the screen and doing Bill Cosby's and stuff like that. Just not into it today. Just probably gonna get off here and play some Xbox and chill for a little bit. Zippy the Unicorn says the WWF video game was awesome. The arcade game, oh man, there was like 2 arcade games. But I remember the one that was like Mortal Kombat, where they were all digitized, and that was after Hogan and Macho Man left. Sam says, I've never seen Macho getting interviewed. He was on Arsenio Hall several times back then. And he's always the same. He's just out there being crazy. It's weird. I kind of forgot that the Arsenio Hall show ever existed. It was so big at the time, and then it just kind of burned out and disappeared. Yeah, Model 316 says the mid-late 80s WWF was the golden. That's exactly right, man. It was great. Every character was over the top, and it wasn't like it was there in the 90s where it just got really, really goofy. Yeah, I could never get into The Rock or any of that 90s stuff. That's the same way. Plus, I was getting older then, and I just didn't think it was cool. Got a little quiet there. I'm trying to read the... Zippy the Unicorn says he's mostly in the women's pillow fights. That's his combat sport. That's funny. That's funny. I just kind of forgot it existed. It was so huge, and then it just kind of disappeared and was nothing. Absolutely nothing. We got Slick Jimmy in the chat. What's up, Jimmy? What's up, Jiminy? When you wish upon a star. Model 316 says, I remember watching WWF with my dad, and he would have tears in his eyes laughing at Macho Man. Yeah. Yeah, I remember being a kid, and, you know, I thought it was real and everything, but just, we got a kick out of the whole thing anyways. It's so cool. Vicky says, I like the Attitude Era. That's kind of when I tuned out. I was a teenager at that point in time, and I mostly played music and paid attention to girls and stuff like that. That's when I was playing guitar. Kind of didn't follow wrestling anymore. I still remember when there was I don't even know when WCW kind of faded out. I don't even remember that. I remember having some of the video games. I think I had like WCW Nitro or something. It was okay. Hero Ship Paradoxes I watched for a few years in high school when it was the worst. I just lost interest. Yeah, I think at some point you do. You just kind of lose interest. Like when I used to work seconds, my client would always watch it, and I just, like the new stuff, just could not get into it. Zippy the Unicorn says girls are more important than wrestling. Fact. Matthew Reese says I've never been a wrestling fan. Like I said, I just liked it when I was a kid. Mostly now, to me, it's the nostalgia thing. You know, Macho Man was even outside of wrestling, he was just a force. You remember, you know, like I showed the Slim Jim commercials and stuff like that. Same with Hulk Hogan. I mean, you know, he was in movies and on everything. So we got Lorenzo Sleestack in the chat. What's up, Lorenzo? Hero Ship Paradox. I've tried watching a couple times more recently and don't recognize any of them, so I don't care. Making Me Cheese said I was shocked when I found out it's fake. Well, we'd watch it. My dad would always tell us it was fake, but we'd still get into it because we were just goofy little kids. You know how it is when you're a kid. Lorenzo Sleestack says I like Jake the Snake. Jake the Snake. What's up, Lorenzo? Zippy the Unicorn. He's confused. He didn't know it was fake. You just shattered all his hopes and dreams. Maybe Zippy was going to be a professional wrestler. I tell you what, I've been watching like 80s and 90s Jean-Claude Van Damme movies. I don't know what it is about like those over-the-top fight movies. I watched Kickboxer. I watched Lionheart. I watched Death Warrant. And I turned on Universal Soldier before I started this. Sleek Jimmy says, Mecca, what are you talking about? It's not fake. And you've crushed poor Zippy. Says, I think I need to be alone now. Poor little feller. You hurt his feel goods. Here's Shit Paradox. I just watched Kickboxer the other night. Yeah. I saw Cinemassacre did they were talking about Bloodsport, and I wanted to watch Bloodsport, but I don't have it. It's not available on any streaming service. So I was like, what's the next best thing? And it was Kickboxer, which I actually think I like Kickboxer better than Bloodsport. Jeremy Turner says Jean-Claude Van Damme movies are fake. No! You guys. Oh man, I don't know what to say about you. I'm not a professional, and I'm not zooming in any farther. Shut up, Jimmy, you boomer. This is about me being in space. This ain't about zooming in on me. Besides, I've got a really, really, really crappy little camera there. If you would give me some money, I would use my DSLR, and it would be even better, and I could zoom in, and it wouldn't look like crap. We got Nasser in the chat. What's up, Nasser? We're gonna have Nasser on here tomorrow to talk about his book that we were showing off there earlier. So go check that out definitely, and look forward to having Nasser on here tomorrow. He's gonna be on with Skinny and the Needle Mover Society here in a little bit, so definitely go check that out. Yeah, everybody's talking crazy stuff there in the chat. We got 19 viewers. 19. People talking about Bret Hart and Stone Cold in the chat. Old Stone Cold Steve Austin. I didn't watch wrestling around that time. My parents wouldn't let me because he said the things at Austin 316, and we always went to church, so they didn't like it. They didn't like him coming out and taking beer and pouring it on his head and stuff like that. So, well, that's just how it be. I never, wasn't allowed to watch that mess, and wasn't really interested in it at that point. It just wasn't. It wasn't as fun. It wasn't as fun then. Yeah. I would play some more Macho Man's rap album, but then they'll cut us off and throw us out again. My stream will disappear, and everybody will be like, "What happened, Doug? Where'd you go? Where did you go, Doug? Where did you go?" Axel's laying in the floor watching me. Zippy says, "Moonshine and turpentine will help you." People's arguing about stuff in here. I got so much stuff to read. I don't mean this bad, Nosser, but I still haven't read Trixie Kane. I've got it in a whole stack of stuff to read. And I got his first book, and I still haven't read it. I hope to go on vacation here in May if the coronavirus doesn't ruin everything in the whole world. And I'm taking a stack of books with me. Read some Nosser books. Read all kinds of Mecca Machi said I got laid off this morning due to the virus. Well, I hate to hear that, buddy. Hate to hear that. Oh. You guys remember the Honky Tonk Man on wrestling? I'd say it'd probably be hard to get another job, wouldn't it? Since there's the thing. You got 3 different jobs in the GI Bill. That sounds like plenty of jobs then. But I still hate to hear you losing one. I've only got one job, and I don't like it that much. I actually wrote a song a couple years ago. I got a video on YouTube there. But the song's called "I Hate My Job," and I'll play it for you real quick. It's a short one. I hate my job. I want to quit. That's it. That's all the song. Jimmy says, "I'm singing in the shower. You can just hear my glorious pipes." Yeah, Jimmy, you're crazy. Also, sometime this year, I'm going to record an album, or at least an EP, a concept one that has art to go with it. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I agree, making with cheese. I ain't planned for anything. But the thing is, I have to go to work. There's no way I can miss work. There's nobody to do that job. There's nothing they can do with those people unless they take them all and lock them up somewhere. So I have to be able to go to work no matter what. So I don't see them closing my job down. Even if something happened, they put them in the hospital, I'd have to go to the hospital and hang out with them. So, I have a job. Jimmy says, I have the voice of an angel, a fallen angel. Eric Hawkins says they're starting to send people home here at my work. They're letting people take their PCs home and work from home. My mom works for the school. She works at one of the elementary schools, and they're talking about closing school down for the week, for like 2 or 3 weeks. So she won't be able to work either. That's the way I feel there, Matthew. But the government seems to be sticking their nose in and telling people to close their businesses and stuff. So can't really do nothing about that. And people's ready to give up their freedom just think they're a little bit safer than. Stupid Newfie says schools are closed pretty much Canada-wide indefinitely. That's crazy. Mom 316 says Cat sent him a message saying that Canada is closing the borders. Well, I don't like the government. Just, taxation and theft and all that jazz. I'd rather not even. I'd rather just free for all anarchy. Let's go right now. Purge every day. I don't mean that. I'm just being goofy. I hope y'all got enough toilet paper to wipe on. Here's Shit Paradox says, I've heard some schools are thinking about canceling the rest of the school year. That's crazy. Gun sales are always up. Anytime anything happens, gun sales are up. I actually don't need to buy any more guns. I need to buy some more ammo. Man, I can't play guitar today. I agree. Everybody should be homeschooling now anyway. My brother homeschools. They homeschool their 2 kids. If I had kids, I'd homeschool them. Homeschool Axel. I teach him about how to eat his dog food and stuff I don't want to eat, and how to ride in the car, and how to be a good boy. He's just 1, so he's still learning to be a good boy. Stupid Newfie says, I want to get a lever gun, but not sure what caliber to go for. I would, if I was going to get a lever gun, I'd go for a 357, because you could just put a bunch of 38 special in it. Or you could always get a 22. 22 is easy to carry and everything, and the thing is, you might not kill nobody with it, but you shoot them with it and they're going to leave you alone. And you definitely don't want to get hit with 22 anyways, because Zippy says, I told you and Brian Shearer need to record an album together. I'll fund it myself if I have to. Or get Doug T to spend the money. Yeah, Model 316 is probably right. 30-30 in a lever gun. That's what you want Thing is though, like if it was me, I would probably get 357 because I've got a couple 38 special pistols, and that way I could just stock up on a bunch of 38 special. Like this shoots 38 special. I've got a little snub gun that goes in my pocket that shoots 38 special. So if I had a rifle that shot it, then I would just stock up on that. Right now I've got a ton of 9mm, a little bit of 45. I've got a whole bunch of 7.62 by 39, and quite a bit of 5.56, 223. Zippy says I need to get an AR-14 before they're outlawed. There you go. Get you an AR-14, boys. And I got a 22 and all kind of stuff. Got plenty of 22 shells. I still need to buy some more ammo. I'd like to buy some more 223 and some more 9mm. Especially since I got those 33 round Glock mags. Should have bought me some of them stocks. You could get a arm. It's weird to call it a stock and say Glock because it rhymes. But you get one for your pistol and you plug it in and you got a stock. Should have got one of those and a forward grip, even though they're completely illegal to put on. There's all kind of gun parts on Wish a while back, and I thought about getting some because they were mega cheap. I was afraid my gun would blow up if I stuck them on there. Matt Reese is going to take off. He says to remind everybody that Doug T and 6L Combat are going to be on the show Thursday, so go check that out. If you're not subscribed to his channel, make sure that you subscribe to his channel. He's got a really good show with good people on there. Yeah, stupid Noof. If you got a 357, if you got revolvers, I would definitely go for a lever gun and 357, and just stock up on that one ammo. I wish I still had an AK. I call it an AK-47, but really it's not an AK-47, but it shoots the same. Yes, that's one thing model I was afraid of, that it was the airsoft stuff and it would blow up. Yeah, I want a Desert Eagle, but I want one in 44 Magnum. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Jimmy. I had a guy at the pawn shop. He had a forward grip and he was going to put it on his gun. I was at the pawn shop. I said, dude, you can't do that. He's like, what do you mean? I was like, if you put a forward grip on your pistol, that technically makes it a short barrel rifle, even though it's not got a stock on it. I was like, you can't do that. You can't put a forward grip on your pistol. And he got mad at me. AK-46, I believe it is. Well, technically, it's not a 47. It's an AKM. It's built on the same platform. It's not technically the same thing. But yeah, you could get the AK-74. Shoots different ammo though. I like the 7.62 quite a bit. I've got an SKS with some 30 round, really crappy 30 round and 20 round mags. I've got a couple of lowers I need to build. Build me a couple of ARs. I kind of wouldn't care to build something a little different. Exactly. The laws are stupid, but you definitely don't want to felony by doing something really stupid like that. I like guns. I actually need to do some more shooting videos. I got my target laying down here in the floor. I was really thinking about shooting it with the SKS, since that's a Vietnam era weapon, and then shooting it with a shotgun and then blowing it up. Well, guys, I think I'm going to get off here. Sorry if not been super mega entertaining today. Oh, I'm going to put this guitar back on the rack. Just this time of year, after my birthday, I just kind of Birthdays just aren't any fun for me anymore. So, I'm sorry. I'm not super mega entertaining or any of that stuff. But I appreciate y'all stopping by. And I hope y'all have a good day. I'll be back tomorrow around the same time, around noon. We'll have Nasser on. We'll talk about his book. And I'll try to be in a better mood. So, y'all have a good day. And I'll talk to you later.